So here is I'm gonna give it another shot. This is the infamous, everybody talks about booty juice. I've used this once before, and it was okay. I wasn't too impressed with it, but I think I might have got my solution mix maybe a little off. So I'm gonna try to give it another go, and we're gonna give it a shot. We went riding yesterday, had a great trip, and let's see if we can give booty juice another shot and try to. I'm gonna try to do a little research here, and I'm gonna try to get my portion right on it. So I'm gonna just give you guys a little walkthrough and just kind of do my review on the booty juice. I've been normally using Purple Power. I buy Purple Power in a 5-gallon little tub, and it works really good. But I'm gonna show you how I clean my razor. I've had a lot of people ask. A couple of us, we like to keep our razors and side by sides very clean, and I'm just going to kind of show you what I do. And also I'm going to give us a kind of another review and try to do a little bit different and I'll show you my portion size. So all right, I got a little crazy with it. So I got this 2-gallon sprayer. It's 2 gallons. I just went ahead and poured the whole thing of Zep in there. I think it was 125 ounces or fluid ounces, and then I just ended up pouring the whole. So I just mixed the whole thing and the whole thing, and then I'm going to top off with water. This may be a little bit strong, and I don't plan whatsoever using this whole thing on this razor. I'm just going to use this sprayer for this cleanup, but maybe it's we'll give this a go. Maybe it may be a little strong, but we'll see. I'd rather it be a little strong than a little weak. So I'm gonna take a water hose, just kind of get the big pieces of mud off of it, and then I'll spray her down. But I'll show you the process. So I'll begin. Use the whole gallon and a whole thing of Tide, and then I'll fill it with water. Alright, here's my final product. Looks good. I have not whatsoever touched it with a mitt. Here's my issues. A lot of people say it's a touchless. I mean, I don't know if the camera shows it, but there's a whole lot of spots, water spots. And that's being kind of picky, but It does release a lot of mud out of the tires. I do like that. It gets a lot out under the fender well. Keep in mind, I have not used a mitt on this at all. It does really good. I'm pleased with it. Just pretty slick. Like I can wipe my finger over that and get dirt, so it's not completely perfect, but it does do pretty good. Overall verdict, my opinion, as much as it cost for the value of putting those two together, I bought them at Lowe's. I think it's pretty expensive. I find that you can get a big 5 liter or 5 gallon Purple Power and just put it in the sprayer and go with it. I find that it probably works just as good. So it's a really good. I mean, I'm not dissing it at all. I just think for the money, for how much it costs to put together, you know, buy both of them, I think for the best bang for the buck would probably be Purple Power. I did mix it too strong. I could tell right off the bat it was too thick to me, so I had to dilute it down a lot with water, so that was my bad. I knew I got a little crazy with it, but hey, you know, I was trying to throw some extra on it just to really make it work. So I want to show y'all something too of what I do. Probably tomorrow. It's too windy today. It's extremely windy, so once I might just go over with a little bit on a mitt just to get some of those water spots off, but then I'm going to spray. Now, I'm a big believer in SC1. I believe SC1 is probably the best out there. Then again, it's pretty costly. I used to buy it on eBay, like buy a whole 12 pack of them, but I've got another little trick too, if you have access to, that I want to show you. Probably try it tomorrow. It's supposed to be warm again tomorrow. Maybe it's not so windy, and if it's not that windy, I'm going to spray it on here and share that with you. Alright, I'm going to show you something I use here as an alternate to SC1. Now, SC1 to me is the ultimate. It's probably one of the best on the market for turning all your stuff very slick and keeping the mud to fall off, and making all your plastic be black and not show scratches very much. This stuff, on the other hand, if you can find it, there's a guy that comes, well, he's not local, he comes around. We can get it from, it's around 35, 40 bucks for this jug, and you can mix it maybe 30% in a sprayer and then 70% water. So 30%, you dilute it down. This thing will last a long time, and just literally spray your rig down. Spray it on everything just like you would SC1, and this stuff works just like it. What I do is spray everything down, let it soak in the sun. It'll soak into everything. It'll be slick. Take a little microfiber towel and just kind of wipe it around on my plastics, and it doesn't leave it real sticky. Now, if you mix it very heavy and don't mix enough with water, it might be a little tacky, but it's not really tacky. It's just slick. But I'll kind of show you the use of it. As you can see, I just sprayed everything down. It's just running, it's real milky. Sprayed everything. Just let it set and soak in the sun, and it just kind of cooks in your plastics and gets everywhere, just like SC1. It's a whole lot cheaper, a whole lot easier. You just mix it with water, and then just take you a microfiber towel, just kind of damp it, and just go to start wiping it down. Just wipe everything down, and it just makes everything black and slick, and then when you get into mud on your next ride, it just falls off. I'll just let the sun do its thing, and works great. I've been using it for 1.5 years now. Makes everything, all your plastics really black. It doesn't fade to your plastics no more than what anything normally does. Makes all your plastic dark and black. It's not slick. If you mix it straight or too heavy, it'll be real sticky, but you don't do that. You just literally 30% product, rest water, and just go with it. And then take a microfiber and just swap it down, just like you would. I do that normally with SC1. SC1's great, love it. It's probably the best out there, but it's just expensive. And this is a fraction of the price. Give it a try. Here we go. Sprayed her down, give her a little wipe off. She's been sitting in the sun for a couple hours. Voila. Nice to tuck her away in the garage. But you guys should try this out. It's a good, safe alternative. If you can find it locally in your stores, I'd hit it up. SC1's still the way to go. I still use it from time to time, but you can use that gallon jug that I have of the dressing kit, the dress all, and it lasts me all year. Just mixing it, and it just spreads, especially as soon as you wash it. It just goes on good. Just give it a wipe down. Nothing. Just a good little microfiber, let it sit in the sun, wipe it down. Anyway, she's ready for the next ride.